What is happening, everybody? We are finally diving into my 70 Buick Electra. We want to get her driving. Obviously, she runs decent, but it has no brakes. This car has not been on the road since 2000. And it still has stickers on it like this. Trenton solid waste permit for 72. And it has another sticker over here from quite some time ago, which is pretty cool as well. The Tobin Bridge commuter sticker from 71. So this girl has not been cruising around the towns in a long time. And today we are going to actually figure out what we need to get, what parts we need to order to make these brakes work. When I originally bought this car, I had put a new master cylinder in it, but it has been so long since then that, as you can see, this thing doesn't even look like it's new, but I think this has gone bad and is causing our pedal to stick. I'll show you that in a minute. I don't even know if there's brake fluid in here. We'll have to pop this open. But from the get-go, I suspected that my brake proportioning valve right there was bad, and I think I'm gonna have to rerun the brakes all together. But today we're gonna figure out if this is bad, if the master's bad, if the booster is bad, and if we're gonna have to do everything over. Oh yeah, you got brake fluid in there.
Does it look clean?
I mean, it looks like brake fluid.
Just won't be yucky.
So, let's go in here now. See what the pedal does, because we have brake fluid in it. You would think.
Let me pop the clip back on.
No, it's fine. Leave it off.
You don't care?
No, it doesn't matter. So the pedal right now is tucked up underneath like the dash for some reason. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up a little bit. It's actually doing pretty good. I'm surprised right now. Look underneath. Are we leaking any fluid anywhere? So this was better than it was doing before. Before the pedal was sticking.
I don't see any fluid fucking squirting out.
Nothing's leaking?
I don't see anything.
That's weird. But obviously the pedal, I wonder, it's weird. It's so weird. It seems like, I'm gonna start it just for fun and see if that changes anything. Yeah, much slower now. Still coming up though. Here, Justin, could you pump the pedal for me?
Yeah.
You can pull the keys out so it stops digging. 1 minute, I'm gonna pull the cap off. Don't pump it yet. You can pump it?
Pump?
Yep.
Tell me to stop.
Keep pumping. So it's gurgling from the back a little bit. Keep going. Oh, it just squirted up a little bit. Keep going. It actually looks like it's taking down some fluid from the rear. I'm gonna crawl underneath and look around and see if I see any leaks. I saw it gurgle from the front reservoir here too, so I know that the front's doing something at least. That's why this car has always been a mystery, and I could not figure it out years ago when I first got it, because the pedal is going up and down, it's working. I hear noises at the rear like it's pushing fluid, but what used to happen is every time I would go try to bleed it, even at the front, at any wheel, it would never get a stream. There would never be any fluid. It would just dribble and never get a pedal. Which led me to think the brake proportioning valve, the thing that meters the pressure and has a valve that could maybe be jammed up, it's just a brick right there. I think that maybe could be it. Because obviously things are working. It's not leaking fluid anywhere. It's not leaking fluid anywhere. So we don't have a hole in the line, which is weird, obviously. And I'm thinking I might just have to put a new brake proportioning valve and maybe just run new lines, because I think the proportioning valve I'll get won't be the same orientation. It is impossible to find that exact brake proportioning valve, but we can put a typical universal GM one in there, make it work, and make it look nice, and hopefully get brakes. So I'm not sure right now. What I'm gonna do right now is crack these two brake lines going into our master cylinder. And I'm gonna do that like you would just bleed normal brakes. I'll have Justin pump it and then I'll crack it. And if we get a good flow out of the rear and the front ports out of this master cylinder here, that should pretty much verify that our booster and our master are working the way they should, and that our problem is from here down, and it's not leaking brake fluid. And like I said, I did hear some noises, so it may just very well be in this brick. That could be it. I'm gonna try to crack this though, because this hasn't been cracked in. Don't pump it. I have to just see if it moves. Because this hasn't. Oh god, it's doing the brake line spin deal, which is what I didn't want. I'm sure you guys know the brake line spin deal. This is spinning in the fitting. Bummer. Oh, so is this one. So I cracked them, but they're both doing the brake line spin deal. Put some PB Blaster. PB Blaster's your friend. Well, I got him to move, which is a plus.
Yeah, we just don't want the line being stuck to the wheel.
I'm trying to work this maybe if I can.
Go back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want it. Does not seem to want it. Just for fun, Justin.
Yeah.
Pump it and hold it.
Just push and hold.
Yep, pump and hold.
Hold it.
Keep pump it up a little bit, then hold. All right, hold.
Hold it.
This thing is literally gonna snap. Yeah, there's really no. Well, I got some fluid out of here. You can let go. I got some fluid out of there, but I don't know if you can really see on the camera. This is twisting so bad. It's kind of a lost cause. It's gonna snap. I'll try to do this one though. Don't pump it so aggressive. You're shooting brake fluid out. All right, pump it. Hold it. I got some fluid out of the back one too, but these lines are real bad. Real bad.
Can I let go?
Yeah, you can let go. So I did get some fluid out of both the front and rears. Those lines are going to break though. It's looking more and more like we're just going to have to run all new brake lines in the Electra. We got the big girl all up in the air now on all four jack stands. This front wheel spins freely right here. We were able to get the rear drums off. Well, this one actually kind of shot itself off. They were hanging up a little bit, but we put it in gear. And we have the rear drums off. This side looks nice under there. And then over here looks pretty good. Nothing crazy, nothing weird, nothing broken. And everything is spinning okay now. If you touch the brakes a little bit, you can see both of these wheel cylinders move and they retract nice. So that is working okay. But this one is stuck. This one is super frozen. The one that's always been having a problem definitely won't go. We were trying to give it hell, but not going. As this beast was many years ago, she is still a freaking mystery. Because despite that one wheel locking up, we are not leaking any brake fluid. We have been pumping this pedal for literally hours now. I crawled around the whole way. I was crawling the whole length of the car. We are not leaking any brake fluid, but it will not get a brake pedal. I went to the rear bleeders, I went to the fronts, and brake fluid came out. We got, some brake fluid out of all four corners of this beast. It is getting fluid around, but it will just not get a pedal. No matter what we do, it does not want to get a brake pedal. So my original thought process was that we were going to verify that this brake booster was good and that this master cylinder was good. Now the brake booster is only a diaphragm, and when you start the car and it gets vacuum, the pedal is easier to push. So I'm pretty confident that the brake booster is okay. The master is pumping fluid because we were able to bleed the brakes at all four, so it was definitely getting fluid and pushing it all the way around. I wish I could have checked if we got a better stream out of here. We did get some fluid though when I cracked these free, but these lines are spinning. Because what I wanted to do was, once I verified that this and that were good, I was just going to replace everything down, replace that proportioning valve, replace the lines. But now that we're getting brake fluid all around, and that I'm seeing that there's not a blown brake line along the car, I'm like, why replace the lines if they're good? So I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit confuzzled. I thought it was going to be getting less brake fluid back there than it is. I thought this valve would be restricting it more all around the car. So definitely a confusing situation. Pretty much the same situation it was before, why I never could figure it out. But hey, maybe all the subscribers, maybe you guys can let me know. Leave a comment if you have any suggestion on that, because I am confuzzled. For real. Because we are getting fluid. We're getting fluid around. There's no leaks. It's like all potential to work, to have a pedal, but yet there is no brake pedal. It will not get a pedal. Weird. Nice.
Do you think she's still pretty?
Yeah, dude, she's a little greasy. Well, we're very confused. We're trying to think of everything that it could be. There's really not that many options. It's kind of funny that the 70 Electra with the least technology is being the most confusing. We're leaning towards this proportioning valve though, and somehow we're thinking maybe it's just not giving the right pressure around the whole car, because why else would it not get a good brake pedal? We're thinking it's just not giving the right pressure. The valve in there may be seized, but we don't know. We're gonna do some more research, look around a little bit more, dive into it, you know, keep looking around. Make sure smash that like button, because we are gonna get the Electra back in the road. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Peace!
Why self-life? We got London on the track.